Welcome to the Software People Stories. I'm Shiv.
I'm Chitra.
And I'm Gayatri.
We bring you interesting, untold stories of people
Associated with the creation
Or consumption of software-based solutions.
You'll hear stories of what worked,
and sometimes what didn't,
you will also hear very personal experiences.
and insights that would trigger your thoughts
And inspire you to do even greater things.
This is another special episode for the year end. We have the personal reflections of some of the coaches at PM Power Consulting on what they have learned during the year. As I reflected on 2022, these were my thoughts. Hi, 2022 has been a year of many experiments and learning for me. The return to work trend and the increased mixed or the hybrid mode of working model added new dimensions to the effective teamwork, including coaching approaches. It was good to see that every team was able to innovate and adopt practices that would be best in their context, taking into account the individual preferences and constraints. The other source of my learning, reading books, was also something that I could start again, as I could go to libraries after they opened up. For the podcast, the conversations have been longer than earlier, also because we're catching up with some of the guests after a long time, that we started publishing them in 2 episodes to respect the listeners' time that they can spend every week and keep it more predictable and manageable. In 2023, I'm looking forward to continuing to learn from all of you and increase my sharing, starting with my contribution to the next book project in association with a couple of other PM Power coaches. Here's wishing you and all your loved ones the very best in 2023 and beyond. Let's listen to the other PM Power coaches. Anantha Natarajan, or Anand as he likes to be called, shared this.
Hi, I'm a principal consultant and a coach with PM Power Consulting. As 2022 draws to a close, I cannot help reflect on the year that went by. When I think about some of the key events of the year, 3 words come to my mind: vision, love, and courage. So let me elaborate a little bit. Let's take up vision first. Since my wife Radhika passed away nearly 6 years ago, I've really struggled with my life purpose and goals. And one 20-minute coaching session with Dr. Colleen Lightbody, an amazing master coach, helped me figure out what my life's purpose and goals that could be aligned with that. I really learned how powerful a coaching process can be in the hands of a master. And I feel totally rejuvenated and looking forward to what's about to unfold in life. What's the lesson for me here? Revisiting and clarifying personal vision is so vital to live a fuller life. The second lesson is about love. We've all heard this phrase, love begets love. My elderly parents came to live with me this year, right? And they were not doing too well from health point of view. And right at the beginning, I told myself this: I can see this as a burden or my duty or my blessing. I choose for it to be my blessing. Easy to say, but hard to practice all the time. While I knew love begets love, I learned that irritability begets irritability, impatience begets impatience, anger begets anger, and fear begets fear. So what's the lesson for me in this? While it is important to love, it is equally important to regulate those emotions which erode love. Right? I think that's how you have blessing. The third lesson is about courage. As a consultant, I need to be confident about my recommendations to a client. And with success comes a healthy level of ego. And when a client kicked me out of an engagement this year, it did hurt my ego. It took me some time to accept the feedback and longer to develop the courage to face myself. But eventually I introspected on the engagement and figured out, what I could do better in the future and learned from the experience. And that helped me to regain confidence. And what's the lesson for me in that experience? A big part of having a healthy ego is the ability to face the failure with courage and work towards a better me. So 2022 has been about these three lessons for me. Revisiting and clarifying personal vision, redefining love, and the role of courage in facing failure. And, no year-end reflection is complete without looking at the focus areas for the upcoming year. I have, thought about a couple of areas that I could pursue for myself. And the first one is about becoming a better coach myself. I've realized coaching is just not about, okay, now I've learned the process of coaching, so I become a coach. I think it happens only when, with practice for starters, right? And actually making a genuine difference to people in their professional and personal journeys. And the second area is more about, who I am. I've been pursuing Heartfulness Way for my spiritual progress. I would like to be more disciplined about the practices because, the rigor is I found is quite important. And apart from the rigor, it's also the attitude, right? Like I guess in all areas of life, attitude has a huge role to play in my spiritual journey as well. So I hope, I develop the right attitude for me, that'll help me to move forward in that. So that's all about, where I am and where I'm going, and wish you all a very happy new year, and may it bring changes that will make you feel great about yourself. Bye.
JV, or J. Veeraraghavan, has these thoughts about 2022.
Taking this opportunity to reflect on the year gone by and looking ahead to the new year. It's been a unique year in many ways. Started off in a rather gloomy way, with COVID infections reaching crazy levels due to the Omicron variant. But ending with businesses, most businesses almost getting back to normal, around the world. Of course, along the way, we have had the, Ukraine war being a dampener on the economy with the record inflation levels. But there's a lot of hope and conviction that things will get back to normal very soon. Specifically in India, organizations have gone through challenging times during the year, especially at the beginning of the year. In fact, at the end of 2021, many of them were hoping to get people back to work in 2022. But record COVID infection levels meant that work from home continued to be the norm during the first 2 quarters of the year. It was so bad at that time that one of our customers that we spoke to felt getting 10% of the people, even getting 10% of the people back to work by the end of the year would be a great accomplishment. But we've seen a remarkable turnaround since then. In some sense, it's been incredible to say the least. If you look at traffic in Bangalore, it has come back to pre-COVID levels. And most organizations have their entire workforce working from office for at least 3 days a week. The big learning for all of us through this experience has been in terms of how to work in a remote or hybrid environment without impacting productivity. At PM Power, we have actually found very innovative ways of making online delivery of workshops effective, while continuing to do remote consulting and one-on-one coaching. We've had a great year with helping customers in their enterprise agile transformation journey, as well as with a great new offering what we call a full stack leadership development offering that has helped managers various levels, starting with entry level project managers to senior program and delivery managers, managing very large programs and accounts. As we look ahead to 2023, we truly see a vibrant year for both us as a company and the industry as a whole. While our support for organizational agility and enterprise agile transformation remains a core element of our business, we do believe our unique leadership development offerings are going to make a significant difference and impact to our customers and prospects in actualizing organizational potential. We are all excited and keenly looking forward to working with many of you in this journey. We would like to take this opportunity to wish all of you a very, very great holiday season for you and your family. Merry Christmas and a wonderful and exciting New Year. Thank you and good luck.
Next, here are the thoughts from Zafar Ahmed.
Hi, what a year 2022 has been. As we approach the end of 2022, I can't help but look back. How did the year go? How different it was from the last year? What did I learn from this experience? As I kept thinking, several thoughts crossed my mind, and I thought it might be worth sharing a few thoughts with our friends and colleagues. The year 2022 brought in hopes and promises after the unprecedented challenges we faced in 2020 and 2021. Offices started reopening, people were seen on the roads, socialization resumed. It started to feel like life was returning to normal again. The traffic jams and honking did not bother us after experiencing the other extreme. I would say, at least for now. On the professional side, it was exciting to re-engage with teams in person. Though technology has helped a lot in bringing people together virtually, I guess there is no substitute for in-person interactions. It was also encouraging to see that more and more organizations were embracing Agile and finding ways to bring agility in the organization for delivering values to their customer faster and in a sustained way. Here is one experience I would like to share with you. There seems to be differing opinion within the coaching community on whether Agile coaching needs domain knowledge or is domain independent. It so happened that I had the opportunity in 2022 to work with two organizations as an Agile coach. One, a leading OEM of server and desktop, and the other, a fintech startup. In several instances during these engagements, I felt that my domain understanding enabled me to add value. As a result, my belief got further reinforced that high-level understanding of the domain is important to be an effective Agile coach. But that's my personal opinion. I would like to know your views on this subject. I would like to conclude this message with the hope that the promise of 2022 is extended into 2023 and our world becomes a place that is full of peace, joy, and prosperity. I wish you all a very happy 2023.
Always mindful, Vishu's reflections are next.
Hi friends, New Year is around the corner and 2022 is coming to a closure. Hope you had an amazing year 2022. For us in PM Power Consulting, 2022 was a great year, especially after the COVID break. We had some wonderful engagement and contributions in Agile transformation, leadership development, and program management areas. Even more fulfilling was the mindful leadership area. We touched more than 1,100 people on mindfulness practices across industry and academia. It's really heartening to see so many leaders exploring and embracing mindfulness and meditation practices. Really, the consciousness is rising on the planet. I'm very optimistic and excited about the upcoming decade, where I see a huge potential of the consciousness rising, and that's truly a leadership transformation. Looking forward to the new year 2023. Wishing you all a happy new year and a very successful new year and a great decade ahead. Cheers.
You can subscribe to this podcast on your favorite podcast client so that you do not miss any of the exciting episodes. You can also subscribe to the PM Power newsletter, S-Curve, on LinkedIn so that you get notified by email and you can listen right from there. Thank you.
We thank Siddharth for the music and Anita for promoting the Software People stories.
If you like this episode,
Please subscribe on your favorite podcast client.
And spread the word in your network.
if you'd like to share your story,
Contact us at podcasts@pm-powerconsulting.com.